Alright, hey YouTube, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about what kind of motorcycle is right for you. Alright. So it is 7 a.m. and then we're just gonna drive around while we talk about this topic. Alright, before we get started, I just wanted to thank everybody for subscribing, commenting, and liking the videos recently. It's awesome. It really makes me happy, and then definitely keeps me motivated to keep pushing out some content for you guys. I did get a comment saying that on one of my videos that the audio isn't that good, so that's my fault. I'll definitely make sure it's better before next time. That, and I definitely want to get a new microphone too, a more expensive one, because I want the best quality audio possible for you guys, so you can enjoy the videos, you know. But with that all that out of the way, sorry, we can go ahead and get started. So if you're looking into getting motorcycles, or you already have one but you're trying to decide if you should get like a different kind of motorcycle or not, you know, there's a lot of options out there, but like the biggest thing you gotta like think about is honestly is what kind of riding you're gonna do, and like you gotta be real honest with yourself with what you're gonna be doing, you know. Are you gonna be do you live in a city? Is where you ride, like, are the roads around you always constantly super busy? Do you like riding on the highway? Do you think you're gonna want to go on the highway? Are you mainly gonna use the bike for just commuting, or are you just gonna be something that you take out on the weekends for fun? You gotta think about all that before you buy your bike, because if you get the wrong type of bike for what you're trying to do, I mean, it's just gonna decrease the overall experience of riding. Say for example, if you live in the city, or right near the or I guess yeah, in the city or somewhere where it's like super congested all the time, probably wouldn't be the best idea to go ahead and get something big and heavy like this. You'd be a lot better off going to something super lightweight and upright, like a naked bike or something like that. Naked or standard bike, or even like a little supermoto, just to get around a lot easier. Also, if you're gonna be doing a lot of highway riding, like I was gonna go with that truck coming in hot. They're gonna want a little bit something that's gonna be more comfortable on the highway. I have a Kawasaki Z400. That thing, if I have to, I mean, I'd take it on the highway, but it's not something when I go out and ride, I'll be like, all right, let's go on the highway and rip it up. This thing, the Lowrider S, is completely different. It'd be great for that, but the Kawasaki Z400, nah. It can do it easily and just fine, but you're just gonna get like bullied by the wind and stuff like that, and the fact that it's so lightweight, you do get pushed around by the wind a lot depending how windy it is. So yeah, that's like one of the big things. For me, I also have a bad lower back. I have scoliosis, so yeah, my back is pretty much done. So that really limits my options to for something as a daily. You know, I like sport bikes, I think they're awesome. I just wouldn't be able to daily one. I mean, I know I'm young, I'm only 24, but yeah, with the bad lower back, like even on the naked bike, after like 40 minutes, my lower back would start hurting pretty bad. And I mean, that's a naked bike. It's damn near straight up like pretty a pretty relaxed riding position for the most part, but it definitely still has the got you leaned over a little bit. Not to mention the seat was like a thin piece of cardboard, and I really like this road back here. Yeah, so I mean, as much fun as it would be to have a sport bike, and then hopefully one day I'll get one, you know, just for fun. Like, you know, the Lowrider S is always going to be my main bike, but you know, if I want to just go out and then just, you know, rip around like for a little bit, then, and not worried about being out there for too long, then, you know, the sport bike would be awesome to have instead of having this thing. Oh dang. But yeah, I mean, it just all depends on you. You know, I'd highly recommend test riding the bikes first, because I mean, you can watch as many videos as you want on the bike, but you ultimately don't know what it's like until you go and ride it yourself. You know, a lot of people like the sport bikes, and they like 600s and 1000s and stuff, which I think are awesome, but you know, those aren't the most practical for on the road. You know, those like the 600s especially, you really have to wind those out to get like the performance from those bikes. Like, I mean, the torque down low is not good at all. And yeah, I mean, the most dailyable 600 I could think of is probably the ZX6R, just because it gives you a little bit more of that power. You got a little bit more cc's, and I feel like you got a little bit torque down low. Other than that, they're pretty fun if you want to just go around and you just want to be going around the highway and just doing highway pulls and stuff. 1000, same thing, but the difference is the 1000 first gear will go all the way up to like 80-90 miles per hour. You're not going to be kicking up and down through gears like you would on this thing or any other bike with a smaller engine. So that's what you need to know. A lot of people find that if the less you shift, the less fun it is. So that's one of the points. Yeah, just definitely making sure you pick the right bike style, the bike for your style. I like the Cruiser, because the Lowrider S Cruiser, because it's a pretty much do everything bike. Sorry, I can take it, I was trying to concentrate there. I can take it on the highway if I want to. It can do these little twisties. I mean, I'm not calling these twisties, but you know what I mean. It's not like, it's a pretty sporty bike for what it is. Yeah, I mean, it does everything I needed to. If I wanted to take it on long distance, I could. If I want to do short distance, I can. If I want to cruise, I can. If I want to speed around and just rip around, I can definitely do that on this. Whereas to like a sport bike or some of the other bikes, you're more restricted, right, to what you can do. So yeah, definitely think about that. How long you plan on riding for. I mean, I don't know how strong your back is, but like after an hour or so, that the sport bike's just going to be hurting, you know. So just pick whatever you think would be best for you. Definitely do a lot of your research on the bikes. There's not that many off-road places near me, but like, I mean, there's off-road parks like an hour away and stuff, but having like an adventure bike or like a dual sport or something would be pretty cool, or like a scrambler. But there's just not that many like opportunities to where I'm gonna be going off-road. So I mean, it's not like I mean, I see a lot of people out here on adventure bikes just because they're comfortable, but I mean, I'm not going to be doing any of that. So yeah, those are just some things you need to consider when picking out your first bike or your next bike. It's definitely the type of riding you're going to be doing. You know, every bike, it has a give and take to it. I think that's pretty much everything about motorcycling and riding motorcycles. There's a give and take to it all. You know, if you want a more sportier bike and a faster bike, you're gonna give up the comfort, the ergonomics, and then the comfort. Like I said, if you want a really comfortable bike and stuff like that, and you might lose out on some of the sportiness. But I mean, they're making some sport touring bikes and pretty fast out there, so I mean, you're not losing that much. But well, that road is messed up. Gotta know what you're trying to do out there. Don't make the mistake of buying like something and then you're just gonna have buyer's remorse because you thought you were gonna have so much fun on that type of bike, and then you ended up realizing that, yeah, I mean, it's fun for 15 minutes, but now my back's hurting and I can't really take it on long roads if I want to. Just stuff like that, you know. But I guess just to name some off, like the types of bikes you could choose from, there's dual sports, supermotos, motocross bikes. I mean, those are off-road, obviously. Adventure bikes. I think I said scramblers already. There's naked, there's standard, there's sport bikes, super sport, hyper sport, naked, hyper naked, cruiser, lightweight cruiser, middleweight cruiser, heavyweight cruiser, baggers. You know, there's a ton of different choices for you to pick from. I have no idea where I'm at. I think I'm gonna go left though. Oh, we're on Evergreen Mill Road. I know exactly where I'm at. I should be going right. Oh well. I'm gonna turn around somewhere else. Yeah, there's a lot of different bikes to choose from. You just gotta pick the one that's best suits your style and what you're trying to do, and then just go out there and have fun, you know. All that matters is you're out there riding whatever bike you want to ride and you're having fun, you know. Don't try to be like too worried about other people's opinions on the type of bike you choose. Like, that doesn't matter. All that matters is you're out there riding around and having fun on two wheels. You know, that's literally what all we're trying to do out here, is just ride around and have some fun. So yeah. Hopefully that car doesn't pull out. But yeah, I mean, that's just the basics of it, you know. Definitely take a look around the area where you live, see what kind of roads there are, see what would be the best for you. You know, you might find that you are living in the city, but you still want the sport bike. You know, hey, do you do you. Do whatever makes you happy. You know, you're the one that's going to be riding the bike, so hey, whatever makes you happiest, right? Who knows, maybe like one day you'll switch out of that whatever type of bike style you've been currently riding, you'll switch over to another one. And I'm trying to keep it under 55 right now just because I know the wind is going to mess up with the mic. So, and I didn't realize that road went to what's it called, Evergreen, the road I'm on right now. So yeah, fortunately, thank God nobody's like really on my butt while I'm riding right now, so that's good. But yeah, I mean, I think you should try out every different style of bike there is. You know, the more different types of bikes you ride, the better you'll be, and honestly, the more fun you'll have. You know, you only ride sport bikes, you know, that's definitely gonna get boring after a while. I'm not saying that sport bikes are boring, but once you've been riding that 600 or 1000 for a while, and then you're not really getting that enjoyment or that, I don't want to say adrenaline rush, but I mean, you're not getting that feeling anymore, so you get kind of bored. That's why it's always fun to try different types of bikes. You never know, you might have a ton of fun riding off-road, just goofing around. Who knows, you might just have fun just going out on a cruiser and just riding your ride, you know, just enjoying the road, not worrying about going as fast as possible and stuff like that. You know, just have a good time. I think most people, well, I don't know. I'm gonna guess that, I want to guess that most motorcyclists' dream is to have like just a ton of bikes, you know, one of each kind if possible, you know, like just have one dirt bike, couple sport bikes, a couple naked bikes, you know, one of every category, so, you know, it never gets stale. You know, a big old garage, you know, that'd be the dream, but, you know, some people, they don't really care. They just want to stick to what they like, and then, you know, nothing wrong with that. You know, you just enjoy your ride, that's it. And the turn's coming up here shortly. I mean, hopefully people don't judge you for what you ride. I mean, I know I don't judge other people for what they ride. I think that's kind of stupid. You gotta stick up for each other, you know. All these car drivers out here trying to kill us, you know. Here's the turn. So that's pretty much all I have to say right now about what kind of bike you want. Those are just some of my ideas of what you should be looking out for. Obviously this isn't like a beginner guide or anything. I mean, it's a little bit is so you can figure out what kind of bike you want to ride, but you know, I'm not out here trying to be like get a Z400, a R3, MT-03 or something like that. This is for all sorts of, for bikes of whatever cc, you know. Could even be a scooter or a Grom or a moped, you know. I mean, that has two wheels, it counts, so. That's pretty much all I have for this video. Like I said at the beginning of the video, appreciate everybody commenting, liking, and subscribing on the videos. You know, I've really been enjoying the feedback. You guys are super awesome, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying the vids, and you know, letting me know some of the stuff, like the audio is not that good for one of the videos. You know, it's good to know that, because I didn't think that it was like that. And then, like I said, I don't want to put out like shitty content for you guys and waste your time, you know. If I'm going to put something out, I want it to be the best. I still need to get a different software editing thing, because I'm recording the videos on my GoPro in 4K, but for some reason when I'm editing the video on whatever program I have, I can only export it at 1080p. I mean, 1080p is not bad. I mean, it's better than 720p, but you know, I'm recording in 4K. I'd like for you guys to be able to see everything in 4K. So I gotta figure that out, but just wanted to thank you guys one more time for everything, and I'm just glad you guys are enjoying the content. So stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.